This isn't just another conflict headline, it's the most dangerous flashpoint in the Middle East in decades. Israel had just launched a major multi-target strike across Iran, including Tehran, Natanz, Isfahan, Shiraz, and more, hitting nuclear facilities, top military leaders, and residential areas. At 3:30 a.m. local time, a wave of explosions jolted residents awake in Iran's capital, Tehran. Sirens blared across northeastern Tehran, while flames lit up the sky in the cities of Isfahan, Shiraz, and Kermanshah. This wasn't a surgical strike, it was Operation Rising Lion, Israel's boldest move in modern history. According to the Israeli military, 200 fighter jets, including F-35s, F-50s, and F-60s, launched from air bases in Israel and struck over 100 targets, dropping more than 330 advanced munitions. The confirmed targets include Tehran, residential zones, and suspected military command centers, Natanz, Iran's largest uranium enrichment facility, Isfahan, nuclear centrifuge assembly sites and air defense installations, Shiraz, missile production infrastructure, Kermanshah, ballistic missile storage, and Iran's Revolutionary Guard Corps logistical command. Israel says the strikes were aimed at the nuclear trigger sites capable of enabling Iran to produce nuclear weapons within days. The strike wasn't just about infrastructure, it was about decapitating Iran's nuclear and military leadership. Among those confirmed killed, General Hossein Salami, Commander-in-Chief of the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, Major General Mohammad Bagheri, Chief of Staff of Iran's Armed Forces, General Ghulam Ali Rashid, head of Iran's Khatam al-Nabi headquarters responsible for strategic military planning, Ali Shamkhani, former National Security Chief and Senior Advisor to Supreme Leader Ayatollah Khamenei. In addition, 6 nuclear scientists linked to Iran's weapon program were killed in the attacks, many of them while inside university or government compounds in Tehran and Isfahan. Dr. Fariduddin Abbasi, former head of Iran's Atomic Energy Organization, Dr. Muhammad Mehdi Tehranchi, physicist and president of Islamic Azad University, Dr. Abdul Hamid Minochahar, Nuclear Energy Department head Shahid Bahishti University, Dr. Ahmad Raza Zulfakhari, nuclear expert also at Shahid Bahishti University, Dr. Amir Hussain Faqihi, senior lecturer in nuclear design, and one unnamed scientist, identity withheld by authorities. Multiple strikes hit academic facilities, suggesting a direct attempt to polarize Iran's weapon research networks. In retaliation, Iran launched over 100 drones towards Israel just hours later. According to the IDF, most were intercepted before crossing into Israeli airspace. Iran's foreign ministry declared the strikes as act of war, promising that Israel would pay a heavy price. Meanwhile, Iran accused the United States of aiding the assault, despite official denials from Washington. Why now? Because Israel believes the clock is running out. Earlier this week, the IAEA officially declared Iran in breach of the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty, citing their failure to disclose activities and uranium stockpiles far above civilian thresholds. Prime Minister Netanyahu claimed Iran was weeks away from making a nuclear bomb, and his military leadership warned Iran could build up to 15 nuclear warheads using existing materials. This offensive, Israel says, was not aggression but prevention. Defense Minister of Israel, Yoav Gallant, said this was an existential necessity. The world is now holding its breath. Saudi Arabia, Qatar, and Oman denounced the strikes as blunt aggression. United Kingdom Prime Minister Keir Starmer urged restraint, while Australia, India, and New Zealand called for urgent de-escalation. China called the situation severe and complex. Pakistan voiced resolute solidarity with the people of Iran. The UAE meanwhile called for a United Nations Security Council emergency session. Airspaces over Iran, Iraq, Israel, and Jordan are now closed. Emirates Airline has cancelled flights to Tehran, Beirut, Amman, and Baghdad. Global oil prices surged 8% in hours, reaching $74 per barrel, with analysts warning that closure of the Strait of Hormuz could push prices beyond $100 per barrel. Israel is bracing for more. A full state of emergency has been declared. Schools and public institutions are shut. Civil defense systems activated nationwide. Tens of thousands of reservists called to duty. Hospital moved operation to protected zones. Iran's Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei has promised severe punishment, warning that the lives of their martyrs would ignite the fire of vengeance. The bigger question now, will Iran unleash its regional proxies from Hezbollah in Lebanon to Houthis in Yemen to militants in Iraq and Syria? Iran's allies are watching and possibly preparing for coordinated retaliation. Israel's strike on Iran marks a dangerous new chapter in the Middle East, one where diplomacy is rapidly losing ground to fire powers. The coming days will reveal whether this is the start of a regional war or a hard reset on diplomacy. What do you think? Was Israel justified? Will Iran retaliate with full force? Comment below. Don't forget to like, subscribe and turn on notifications. This is Worldscape Report, bringing you frontline updates from a world on the edge.